Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Rosana. Today we're making esquites. Yay, I'm super excited. Well, this is a very popular snack, street snack you can find all over Mexico, and I bet you're wondering what the tortillas are for. Just wait for it. Let's get started. Let's make totopos, basically tortilla chips. They are so easy to make, the flavor and texture is outstanding. Start by cutting 5 corn tortillas into strips. Then cut across for small bite-sized squares. Next, in a pot, add in 1 inch of vegetable or canola oil and heat the oil to a safe frying temperature. Once the oil is nice and hot, add in the tortilla squares in small batches. Try not to overcrowd the pot. Move them around occasionally. They are ready when they become golden brown and crispy. When ready, transfer to a plate lined with a kitchen paper towel. Resume until all the tortillas are fried. I'm using kosher salt to lightly season the totopos since some of the toppings we will be using have salt already and we don't want to end up with salty esquites. Okay, now let's do some quick prep. I love using epazote leaves. They have a very distinctive flavor, fresh and aromatic. Go ahead and remove the leaves from the stem and then roughly chop them. If you can't find any, you can omit them from the recipe, but if you can find some, I suggest you give it a try. Smell it and appreciate its qualities. If there's a local Mexican store close by, I would look there first. We need 3 tablespoons of the already chopped epazote. We need 6 corn on the cob. I need to remove the husk and all the hairs. Basically, just make sure they are clean, then rinse under water. Next, remove the corn. My preferred method is to start cutting at the middle and move downward. Then I turn the cob so the remainder of the corn is at the bottom and remove the rest. I find it easy because it prevents the corn from flying everywhere. Corn is a grain I'm very familiar with. We make so many dishes with it. I still remember passing by the mountains. On our way to the ranch, you could see the areas being cleaned and prepped to plant corn. I did get to experience and see my dad plant and cultivate corn, but it was more for pleasure. It reminded him of his childhood and roots. Okay, transfer the corn to a bowl. Then in a large pot in over medium heat, melt 3 tablespoons of butter. All I had was salted butter, but I would suggest unsalted because you have better control over the amount of salt you add. But either one works well, as long as you monitor the amount needed in your recipe by simply tasting. Once melted, add in the corn and mix in the butter. Let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. Then add in 2 cups of water, mix to combine, and add in the epazote. Stir once again, add salt to taste if using unsalted butter. Cover and let it cook for about 12 to 15 minutes until the corn is cooked. Here it is. It looks incredible. My mouth is already watering. The corn is cooked and you are left with a light broth seasoned by the epazote, and the butter adds to its creaminess and flavor. I like to let it slightly cool down, but not too much. Once warm, you can serve. Esquites are typically sold in styrofoam cups, but I'm using a clay dish. You could also use a bowl. Add a generous amount of the corn and some of the broth. Next, add in some mayonnaise and Mexican-style cream. Squeeze a touch of lime juice, top it with some delicious cotija cheese, and for some spice, I like to add ground chile de árbol, or you could add ground chile piquín. Additionally, and because I love hot sauce in esquites, I'm adding Valentina sauce. Lastly, top it with totopos. I can honestly tell you I'm drooling. This looks incredible and the emotion only grows as you add each ingredient. With a spoon, make sure you mix everything well. You want all the flavors well distributed and the creaminess from the mayo and cream to coat every grain and turn the broth creamier. Oh my goodness, my mouth is watering. This right here is the perfect snack. I mean, my husband makes fun of me because of how much I love corn. I mean, I seriously love it. So you can imagine how excited I am. Let's get to this. So good. Delicious. You know, I almost thought about not sharing with my husband today because I was like, look, today is not sharing day. This is all going to be for me. But then I realized I have plenty, so it should be okay. This is just so good. The combinations are incredible. The corn is sweet, then you get the spiciness, the lime, and then the tortillas, you can't skip those. It gives it a really enjoyable crunch. It really makes a difference. So you have to try those crispy tortillas. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget that you can follow me on all of my social media platforms. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and click the notification bell. Until the next one.